started the Okinawa Peace Appeal in New York. Three of us, Cisco and Hideko. And we thank you so very much for getting together and fighting for U.S. military base clothes. I would really like Futema clothes first, yes? And then no Henoko. So thank you so very much.
Tarak, World Beyond War, like every peace group, is with you and with this campaign. But I think most of these people driving by, if they heard what Tarak just said, if they knew what this was about, many of them would be with us. And they don't know. So we need, when the Japanese media produce stories, we've got to find them and translate them and spread them around the United States. We've got to tell the story, and we've got everybody to take a picture and write a story and spread it as far as we possibly can, because people just don't know. I mean, I'm convinced if you flipped it either of two ways. First, if it was the Japanese with bases all over Long Island, and it was Long Island girls being raped and killed, and it was Long Island buildings being crashed into by airplanes, and it was, you know, the U.S. government telling the government of Long Island and the state of New York that they had no say over it, and they needed these bases for their own good, even if they were too stupid to understand it, you know, people would be outraged. Or the other one, if it was happening just as it's happening in Okinawa, but it was the work of the evil, demonic Vladimir Putin doing it, people would know about it, and they would be outraged. So we have to flip these stories around and tell them in a way that people can understand, and then flip them back and then say, you know, are you with us now still? Will you get active? Will you do something? You know, because we've got people who would care if it were explained to them that they're supposed to care, and nobody's telling them. You know, it's not going to come out of Capitol Hill. It's going to have to come out of our organizations. So thank you all for being here.
Thanks, David. The point's very well taken. Really. Yeah. So. Okinawa is half the size of Long Island? I was just talking about Nassau and Suffolk County. It wasn't including it. So you get an idea of the size of Long Island.
Yeah.
And you can imagine with all those bases the kind of oppression that the people live under day after day after day. And what happens is after 70 years, it's almost normalized. Just like war has become normalized here for Americans. Oh, this is just where it goes on all the time, you know. So that's what we're struggling against. And as long as there's some of us that are standing up, and the people of Okinawa are standing up, and the people of Standing Rock are standing up, and people are standing up all over, we will eventually be victorious. But we are victorious right now, though. Just being here is a victory. Thank you.